Hey guys, this is Renee from iteachblogging.com, and this is video 7 in a tutorial series called How to Start a Blog. In this video, we are going to cover how to create your first blog post, yay! In this, we're going to cover where to put the title, what the kitchen sink is, where to put your content, a small bit on formatting, and how to save your draft. All right, let's get down to it, shall we? So the first thing you're going to want to do is log into your WordPress dashboard. So there we are. Once you're in your dashboard, you'll scroll down to Post, and then you'll highlight your mouse on Post, and then come over and click on Add New. Now we are in the WordPress post area. So the first thing you can do is type in a title. This is my first post. At this point, you can either hit Tab or you can use your mouse and just click into this zone here. Now, I'd like to point out, when you hit Tab or when you click in this area, it immediately gives you your permalink. So that's pretty cool. My recommendation is at this point, go ahead and hit Save Draft. This is something that you're going to want to get accustomed to hitting a lot in WordPress. Be careful though, don't hit Publish until you're ready. Hit Save Draft. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and enter in some content. All right, this is called Lorem Ipsum. It's just some fake dummy content. You can actually Google Lorem Ipsum. There's actually a thing called Bacon Ipsum, which is kind of fun because it puts bacon randomly and pork and bacon words in the midst of it, but that's, an aside. All right, so sometimes you'll come to WordPress and you'll see 2 lines of information here, and sometimes not. If you don't, you just click on this little toggle thing right here, and it shows you the kitchen sink. What that means is that it's all the features that you have at your ready to help you edit your content. So if you notice, I have a paragraph here. And then the next thing that I have here, let's go ahead and hit a few enters. I have an area where I can put in a bullet point. So I'm going to highlight that text, and I'm going to say bulleted list. Then, if I put my mouse at the end and I hit enter, it gives me the next bullet point. So ITB, right? And then another one. And if I'm done, I just hit enter a second time. And then it stops the bulleted list. That's pretty handy. I want to show you the bold. So let's say that we think this random piece of text is important. We can highlight it, and then we could bold it, and we could italicize it. That's pretty cool. Let's say that we want this to be a headline, so it's bigger text. You highlight the text, you come up here where it says paragraph, and you click on that little arrow, and you have text sizes. Now, I just want to say, only have one heading text, H1, in every blog post, which should automatically be your title. So when you are using this function, go ahead and choose H2 or below. So let's go ahead and choose H2. And there you go. I am a big fan of quotes. So let's come down here and let's just copy a piece of content. So I'm just copying that, with Command C. And I'm going to say quote. And I'm going to enter that in. And there we go. If we want to see what it looks like, what we're doing here, we can just come over and hit the preview button. And there's my quote. There's my bulleted list. There's my H2s. I've got a paragraph and a bold italics. This is something that you're going to want to just spend some time playing with and getting to know. I have to be honest, I think that this is the one short-sighted part of WordPress. Ironically, it takes a little bit of getting used to. There are tools and things that you can plug in to make this even more advanced, but that's a whole other video series. For now, just spend some time in here writing your content, playing around with formatting it, because a well-formatted post is really, really important. Visually appealing. This paragraph right here is super long. So by the time somebody reads that, you want them to have something like such as a quote to break it up, maybe a bullet point, so that they feel like, okay, I'm not just suffering from a wall of text. Next thing. Okay, so the next thing that we'll talk about here is once you're done formatting all of your text, You're probably not quite ready to publish, because in the next video I'm going to show you how to add some media. So what you want to do is just come over and hit Save Draft. Now, there's a few things I want to point out here. Like I said, hit Save Draft really, really often, more often than you think you should, because your internet could go down, WordPress could have a hiccup. There's a lot of things that can happen, and you definitely don't want to lose a lot of work. So I hope that you spend some time playing with some of the main features here. If you want, you can change the color of your text. And, you know, it's okay to play around, change it back, and just kind of get accustomed to using this. Don't put too much stress on yourself when it comes to formatting. Spend most of your time just trying to make good, valuable content that's pleasing. You know, maybe I'm a big fan of making really short paragraphs and one-word paragraphs. They're just far more impactful. Let's take a look. See, look at that. I feel like I can actually read this, and that is important. So I hope that this has helped you, and we'll dive into more specifics in the future on the WordPress posting. I have some cool tools that I'll be sharing with you, but for now, this is a great intro. I'll see you in the next video. Blog on.